Hello, how are you?
Good to see you.
Welcome. It's my pleasure to welcome to Jerusalem the Foreign Minister of Italy, Paolo Gentilloni. I think this is your first visit here?
Yeah, it is.
Well, certainly not the last. And you come to a city that is evocative as is Rome. Rome and Jerusalem are the foundations of much of Western civilization. And this important relationship continues today in the great relations between our two countries. It's expressed not only in the government-to-government meetings that we hold with you, but also in the vast trade, significant trade, between our two countries. We like Italian products, and we see that Italy likes Israeli products as well, and technology, and we want to continue strengthening our relationship in that regard. We have actually cooperation in a wide variety of areas, including defense and security, and of course tourism and so many other areas. I want to express to you my appreciation for your invitation to visit the Milan Expo. We think it's very important. There is an important Israeli pavilion there, green.
Yes.
And we attach great importance to it. We intend to visit, to take up your kind invitation, and we'd like to see very soon, I think at the end of July, towards the end of July, a visit by Prime Minister Renzi in Israel. So our relationship is intact, it's going forward. It also reflects our common understanding that we live in a very tough neighborhood. Israel has to defend itself against the forces of terror. These forces committed 3 atrocities, 3 countries, and 3 continents in one day, just 2 days ago. And we are all under attack. When I look around, I think what we need to do is to have unequivocal condemnation of the terrorists and their sponsors. The greatest sponsor of terrorism in the world is Iran. Iran was just confirmed as a preeminent state sponsor of terrorism in a U.S. State Department report. It also confirmed the continual abuse of human rights in Iran under the present government. Executions are up, imprisonments are up, the harassment of gays, minorities, and others, the violation of human rights continues unabashedly in Iran under Rouhani, and continues all the time outside Iran in the attacks, in the attempts at conquest, in the proxy wars that Iran is supporting, and in the global terror network that Iran is conducting in over 30 countries with its henchman Hezbollah and directly through its own agents. We believe that it is a fundamental mistake to enable such a terrorist regime to get to nuclear weapons, which is what the proposed agreement will give them. It will give them a definite pathway to nuclear bombs, not a bomb, but nuclear bombs. It will also replenish their coffers with many billions, actually perhaps up to hundreds of billions of dollars, to enable them to continue their terrorism and aggression. This is something that is wrong. It is dangerous. It is dangerous for Israel, for Italy, for Europe, for the United States, for the world. The world is properly concerned and aghast at the violence and savagery of ISIS. No one would dream of allowing the Islamic State of ISIS to have nuclear weapons. Why would anyone consider giving the Islamic State of Iran, which is a lot more powerful than ISIS and acts with much greater power than ISIS, to have additional power of nuclear weapons? That's a mistake. The Islamic State of Iran, the foremost sponsor of international terrorism, should not have access to nuclear weapons. We need a better deal. This deal should not pass. That was my subtle message, Foreign Minister. But it is something that I say from the heart and from the mind, because this deal is bad. It's bad for peace. It's bad for security. It's bad because it will also incur nuclear proliferation throughout the Middle East. I'll take that up, as well as our continual quest for a durable and genuine peace with our Palestinian neighbor. That obviously cannot exist with the support for terrorist attacks or the refusal to condemn the terrorist attacks that plague Israel day in and day out, and in fact, the continual incitement that encourages such terrorism. We expect a different behavior from our Palestinian neighbors, and this is something that I think is in the interest of all those who seek peace. We are going to discuss many, many other areas. I'd like to hear your opinions of our common neighbor, Greece. I think that we have been able to steer our economies clear. Israel has a robust economy, a strong economy. We also have found gas, and it's my conviction and my determination to get this gas out of the water for the benefit of Israel's citizens, also for possible export markets that also include Europe. I'd like to discuss this with you and many other things. Foreign Minister, it's my pleasure once again to welcome you to Jerusalem. I hope you have a chance to get around. You'll see some interesting Roman ruins. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Prime Minister. It's an honor and a privilege to be to meet you today to confirm our excellent relations based on a historical friendship and also on historical civilizations. As you mentioned, our relations are very good relations from the political field, and we expect the other visits also in the Milan Expo, also of your president. And our Prime Minister will be visiting Israel in the 21st of July. And we have excellent relations on trade, and we are great admirer of the Israeli capacity of innovation in research, technology, and we are working together also, trying to learn each other, the best practices that we have in our small and medium enterprises, your startups, your research, your activity in water and agriculture. So I think we have many, many good reasons to even strengthen our economical relation. As you said, Prime Minister, we live in a very complicated environment. In the last 5 or 6 years, the situation is getting worse and worse year after year. Italy is right at the center of the Mediterranean, in the crossing of Europe, Africa, and Asia. And we resent particularly of the tensions that all the regions has. In this field, I perfectly understand your concern, and I respect your position about the discussion going on with Iran. Personally, Italy, we hope that a good deal could be helpful to de-escalate the tension that we have. But I don't pretend to have the same opinion on the subject. My opinion is that depending on the quality of the deal, a deal could give a contribution to de-escalate. In general, Italy rejects all attempts to delegitimize Israel, using the international arena to delegitimize Israel. This is not the way we shall search to find peace. The way to find peace and security is, from our point of view, the traditional way of the two states solution, where the Palestinian people and the Jewish people could live in peace. And we hope that in the next month some good news could come also in this respect, and that all our efforts, all our European efforts should be concentrated on give the possible contribution to restart the process. Because, you know, Prime Minister, in this so tough situation, Syria, Iraq, Libya, Yemen, the debate on the future relation with Iran, the restarting a possible solution of the very old dispute here could be a signal of peace and stability for all the region. And this is naturally not only in your hands, because you have to have partners that accept this kind of philosophy and approach to negotiation. We will do our part to help in this operation, and I'm sure that our dialogue today and the visit of the Prime Minister in the next weeks will be a good step in this direction.
This is a cross between Garibaldi and Mazzini.
Yes, I understand.
But you know, he was influenced by the history of the Italian Risorgimento. Yes.